I would just sit here in my chair and think about going blind and what it meant to me and, what it means to my wife. And that's when I had the pity party.
This is Hadley's Insights and Soundbites, where people facing vision loss share what's helped them cope and adjust.
Scott Stecker, and I live in Metamora, Ohio. That's a little dot on the map. I had gone to 3 different eye specialists, all for the same thing. Something that's in my retina and it's growing, and they don't have a diagnosis for it because it is so rare they don't even know. So I said, okay. And then I asked my wife because she has to do the driving, and she got some stuff going on too in her life. But I said, baby, I want to go to Cleveland Clinic. She said, okay. So we went there, and I went through the same thing, the 4 different rooms. And then the doctor, who was exceptionally nice, didn't act like a doctor that knew everything, but did act like a doctor that would answer all my questions. So we went there, and I asked her, I said, so what is it? And she said, this was my 4th doctor. She said, I don't know. And so she looked at the other 3 and she said, the first one could have been right. The second one could have been right. And the third one could have been right. And Scotty, I really don't have a diagnosis because it's so rare. And I said, okay, well, I already know the answer. But I said, so is there any surgery that can keep me from going blind? And she said, no. And I remember how that affected me. So, we made another appointment up there, a month and a half later. And then I would just sit here in my chair and think about going blind and what it meant to me and, what it means to my wife. And that's when I had the pity party. Tears, oh me, oh my, what's going on. And I am just crying. So that was my first episode when I first knew in the fact that I'm going blind. So here in Toledo, they've got this place called the Sight Center. What a wonderful, this place was just really gracious. They had the 4 different stations. And then the second station was with an optometrist, not a specialist. And she went through everything. Magnifying glasses I can carry in my pocket or any of this. And I said, well, I can't read the menu now when we go out to eat. And so she had something. So she tested my eyes. And then she came up with, well, can you read a book? And I said, barely, with these glasses. So she said, well, let me give you some advice. She said, I want you to go to like the Walgreens or whatever it is, and I want you to get yourself a 3.60 reading glass, $8, $9. And I said, okay. So what a wonderful thing that was. Just a quick story. I have lymphedema, and it flares up from time to time. And sometimes my legs can get so big. They're gigantic, and I mean that. And so my son's got this thing that when he first saw me, everybody was over here, and he looked at me and he says, hey, elephant legs. You know what? You hear that, and you can't help but laugh because laughter's a great medicine. And everybody else at the table was laughing. And I thought, thank God for that, Lord, because, anything takes my mind off of going blind is such a blessing. It took everybody's mind off of me and put it back to the family. And then I could just sit down and enjoy hearing my family talk and what they're talking about. And every now and then I would interject just things that I thought, but it was a wonderful thing. Is it a struggle? Yes. Just brought laughter to us. It's such an encouraging thing when we laugh and takes away any type of feelings of insecurity, or I don't want to live the rest of my life with the thought, well, you're going blind. And I choose not to live that way. I hope this helps somebody. Thank you.
If this story helped you, consider a Giving Tuesday gift to Hadley so someone else can find the same support. Visit hadleyhelps.org/Giving Tuesday or call us at 1-800-323-4238. You never know who might need to hear your story. To share, just leave a message on our Insights and Soundbites voicemail. You can call 847-512-4867 or record a message on your smartphone or computer and email it to podcast@hadleyhelps.org.